Hey everyone, I'm Taylor Cole and I'm joined with my wonderful co-star Corey. I just realized I don't know how to say your last name.
Neither do I. No, it's Sevier, but I'll take any.
That is much more beautiful than I would have ever pronounced it. So let's just keep it with your pronunciation.
That's
Yes,
perfect.
Corey, otherwise known as Kit in my world. So
Yes, that's right. That's right. I stay in character for long stretches of time. And guys, we are so excited for you to tune in for our new movie, Pumpkin Everything, which is part of Fall into Love.
yes, and we have a couple of questions that Hallmark Channel sent over our way that we will be answering. So let's get started. First question I will ask you,
Okay.
Corey. Are you ready? In our movie Pumpkin Everything, our characters Amy and Kit have a past as best friends from high school, but what brings them together in the present?
Hmm. Well, maybe I should let you answer the first part of that because you are the motivator of how we come back together in the present. But what
That
I
is
can say as a teaser, this kid is not expecting to see you when you show up.
that is very true, and also a fun twist. Amy has a family drama happen in her world and comes back to town to well, actually, she surprises her own family and runs into Kit, and it's a happy surprise.
That's right. That's right. And Kit at this point is working at, spoiler alert, Pumpkin Everything, the store that your grandfather owns. And it's been many years since we've seen each other. And
Yes,
that's how we come back into each other's worlds.
very.
Okay. Question number two.
All right.
Amy's grandpa, Tom, his store, Pumpkin Everything, is the heart of the town and of the Foliage Fest, which so many people love. There's all kinds of fall activities like scarecrow building and guessing the weight of a gigantic pumpkin. True story. What is each of your favorite fall scenes that we can't wait for the viewers to see?
I'm definitely gonna have to say that has to do with that giant pumpkin. When we read it on the script, it was us trying to lift the pumpkin into the truck,
Yeah,
counting one, two, three. We'll get it up there, and then we went to go get help. After seeing the size of the massive pumpkin, we decided to rewrite the script, and Corey had some fun improv with like trying to lift it on his own. And I just can't wait to see that. In fact, I have a real problem. I mean, as actors, they ask us to do all sorts of crazy things, but the thing that I have the most difficult with, besides accents, is lifting, pretending like something is heavy when it is actually light.
yeah,
I forget. I can't multitask, so I'm doing my lines or walking and talking, chewing bubble gum. I forget that the thing that is supposed to be heavy is or the thing that's that it's actually light, so I'll just be tossing around pumpkins and so anyway, they had to cut out my pumpkin and shove it with some I think it was like some shirts or something to just give
yeah.
it a little bit of weight to remind me the thing you're holding is supposed to be heavy. But you were a pro and you made me laugh, so I would have to say that that's one of my favorite scenes. Looking forward to.
Yeah, I totally agree. That was, I think, my favorite scene with regards to the pumpkin. The other one that I really loved was the whole scarecrow building contest.
Yes.
Loved it because I was legitimately terrible at it, even though my character was a child. Thankfully, Taylor, you were so much better at it than me. So when you see that scene, they're like, let's just improv this and see what happens. So there's a lot of like Kit cheating, but it's really just because I couldn't do it.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
love
And then
it.
also Amy sort of sabotages him in a fun way. So I think that whole, getting to play and improv will be fun to watch for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. Yeah.
All right, let's go to question 3. Okay, family plays an important role in both Amy and Kit's lives. Kit really cares about Amy's grandpa, Tom, as he's helped him during a rough patch. How does Kit repay the favor?
Well, he does the best he can. Like Tom's character has done so much for him throughout his life. But Kid is now working at Pumpkin Everything. He's working there legitimately. He's getting paid by Tom, but at this point, Tom is slowing down a little bit. A lot of the things that he used to do, he can't do quite as well. And he's there to kind of pick up the slack that way. And I don't want to give too much away, but also he's helping out a little bit at home as well. And I think that's just the small token of thanks that kid can give him for everything that Tom did for him.
100%. Yeah, and I think that's also so comforting for Amy. Like she just when she sees Kit and um, he's in the world of helping for Grandpa. It's just such a comfort to know that somebody that's near and dear to her heart is around and there to help. So
Exactly.
thanks, Kit.
No problem.
Are you me or you?
It's me now, I think. Okay. Taylor, your character Amy is a talented writer with a big heart. Kid, on the other hand, is very good at seeing what makes people tick, but they're both creative. They both have a creative flair. So, what are the qualities that we like most about each other's characters?
Each other's characters. Wow. Kit, I would definitely have to say his devotion and his loyalty to Grandpa. He really is, he was lost for a few years there, but even the ability to open up and talk about his growth and where he's come from and what he's going through and how he wants to be better. I think that those are huge and beautiful character points that make him, a great friend, a great listener, a great human, a great inspiration. So I think all those things make it wonderful. And Amy is definitely, she's not afraid to have those hard conversations. She jumps right in and says what needs to be said. And I, really took this role because I loved that about Amy. I know that people are going through hard times in their lives, and sometimes it is difficult to have that conversation. So hopefully this will potentially help one person, if not a whole family, to have a difficult conversation. So just the heart and the bravery and all that goes along with that.
Yeah, you're a very brave character, and I think that's probably what Kit loves most about Amy. And she even, at one point in the film, even admit that she's so generous and she so badly wants to take care of everyone in her life, almost to a fault, because she also has her own aspirations. So it's something that Kit tries to help her with, because he's been through, as you mentioned so beautifully, his own journey, and he's learned to open up. And I think I get the vibe that Amy was always like 2 steps ahead of Kit growing up. She was so smart, and she's left the small town and had this incredible writing career, but at the same time she still has her heart drawn to her family. And that same thing, that bravery and loyalty, I think are things that they have in common, and they recognize that in each other. And it's very beautiful to watch.
It is. Okay, great.
I
All
guess-
right. Amy's professional dreams are coming true, but she's feeling torn between going on her book tour and staying home to take care of Grandpa. Have we ever wanted to be 2 places at once?
Absolutely. I can relate, and we're so fortunate. I feel so fortunate to be doing what we do, to be, being an actor, being able to travel, be in this incredible business, and tell stories. But I have a young family, and it can often take me away from home. So I can't tell you how many times you wish you could be in 2 places simultaneously. Totally can relate, and it's more related, obviously, to your character in the film, but I know what that feels like, and you just try to fight for balance and have the best of both worlds.
That's very true. My 2 places at once is not as deep as yours. I mean, usually I'm working and want to go to a concert, but yes, family, family is much.
Yeah, they're great too.
But hopefully I will experience all those things one day myself as well. So,
Yes.
and by the way, you are doing very well at it. You are such an amazing father, and just blew me away with all the FaceTime and the visiting and all the things that you guys did together. You're a true inspiration and an amazing father. So nice job.
That's so sweet of you to say. Thank you. Yeah, and we did. My family did come out during the filming of this movie, and we had so much fun. It was amazing.
Polar bears swimming.
Oh my gosh, it was my son. Well, I say it was for my son, but really it was for me. No, we did so many things. We did our first water slide while we were shooting, my son and I together. It was a blast. So yeah, we did our best to stay together as a family, and we still gave everything we had to this really beautiful little film.
Win-win.
Okay. Question number 6. Kit and Amy really start to enjoy being back in each other's lives. How did their friendship encourage her to pursue her mystery writing? And how do they continue to support each other now?
Well, actually, as kids, Kit and Amy put on puppet shows and created mysteries together, and that all inspired her to write. And she also had Kit as a sounding board for all of her stories that she would write. He would read them, and he was always encouraging. And even when she was later embarrassed that he had to be that person for her, he really set a tone and a great helping hand to encourage her creativity and her confidence. At the end of the day, having those people in your life is huge. So I think also having her grandpa sort of see her writing as a hobby was almost detrimental to her creativity, but Kit was always there to support her and encourage her to keep going. So
Yeah, Kid had the front row seats from day one, grade school, high school. And there's a funny line that I always loved where they get talking about exactly what you were just saying. And then they both look at each other and say, no cue cards. And it always made me laugh because I'm like, yeah, Kit probably couldn't remember the lines as well. But he was game, they were always game. And I think, again, that's what's, where the comfort comes from when you coming back, as you said, because, a Tom's character, your grandpa, didn't see it as much of a career. But I think Kit's character, and he says as much in the film, he always saw it because he saw the talent and the drive there. So,
yeah. And also just being with somebody who encourages your thing, your light, your thing that makes you tick, the thing you love to do. There's too much time wasted surrounding yourself with people who aren't excited about, whatever it is that makes you happy. So I think that is very, very important lesson in just surrounding yourself with people who love to encourage you to do the things that you love to do, because life's too short.
well said.
Okay. So question number 7. Are you ready? The foliage fest looked like so much fun. Are there any fun stories that you could share when the cameras weren't rolling?
They weren't rolling. Well, I mean, we kind of talked about the scarecrow, building contest. We talked about the pumpkin. The pumpkin it literally was so huge, and I was like, I think we could lift it. And you were like, no one person, I don't care if you're the strongest weightlifter in the world, could do this. Thank goodness you were so attention to detail there.
Yeah, I was Googling. I was like, there's no way. This is too massive.
Yeah. You had the phone out, and you were totally right. And it actually made for more comedy that we couldn't even get in the truck. So it made it really cute. And then the other thing was the race through the woods for the post. That was a very fun day for me as well. That was the only thing I had to do that day. Just came in, did some stretching, and then we booked it through the woods. And we had some good laughs on that as well. So
I admitted to him before we started running that I'm the worst runner. My arms kind of go back and forth like this. My legs kind of whip around and and he kind of gave me a few small pointers and just said, keep your knees high and you could fake it. And he really helped me. Well, I'm not going to say that I don't look silly, but
when people watch this film, it's going to open up a whole new slate of films that are just real running. That's how good you did in this movie. No, I was saying she didn't need my help. She did great. That was a lot of fun too. Anytime you can do something physical, I find it very so.
Yeah, and also I just might add that he's the fastest human on Earth. Didn't you run track? And there was something that you're just like.
I did. I was a sprinter when I was young. Yeah, it was a bit of an unfair advantage. But you were a volleyball player, so you would school me in volleyball. Just sadly, they didn't have a volleyball scene in this movie. So one hit on that one, but you got to wait and see. You don't know who's going to win the race.
Yeah, and then also just us getting to meet together before the movie. We all had a dinner together, and we just hit it off so well. That doesn't always get to happen, but meeting my mom, she was amazing. I just adore her. Paula played my mom in this movie, and every scene that we had together was either beautiful or we were just having so much fun off camera. One scene we were all eating pizza, and Corey was the smart one, and he took one tiny bite, or maybe no bites at all, but this was before lunch, so we were all amped and we were like, yeah, pizza. So we, Paula and I went full force into the pizza, and then realized later after lunch that wasn't a great idea because we had to match those bites previous. So
that's right. I had a hunch we weren't going to finish the scene, and I'm like, I got to pace myself in this one.
Yep, you were right.
But you guys were enjoying it way, way too much. So I said we got to go.
Yes. And then of course, any time that Michael Ironside was on a day, he was very entertaining. He has stories that you can't believe. But he was always entertaining and always a good laugh for sure.
For sure. Yeah, it was a really good. You're right. The chemistry was there, and there was an ease, and with our characters, it was so important that we got along well because we have this whole childhood of memories, and we had worked together briefly years ago, but we didn't really know each other that well. And you were so warm and inviting, and we just clicked right away, and hopefully it translated on the screen. So
yeah, fun facts for people who are avid Hallmark watchers. We were in Artibus together, but he played the ex-boyfriend. So this time we get to see the true romance.
That's right.
Is it you? Are you on 8?
Okay. Oh yeah. Question number 8. Last question. So Tom's store really does celebrate the magic of fall and has everything pumpkin. No joke. When you see the movie, you'll understand. What's each of our favorite pumpkin things?
Okay. Well, first of all, this was given to me by my mom, by Paula, who plays my mom. It came out on the stands. It's still out on the stands, but this might be in Canada until October 10th. It has everything delicious. I didn't even know. Actually, the rest of this interview will be me just talking about the things that I want to eat out of this magazine. Pumpkin cinnamon twist. I mean, pumpkin hand pie. It's insane. It's just amazing. But also the fact that they had a pumpkin everything store meant that they had to make pumpkin everything apparel to go into the store. So I begged the leader to take a few little prizes home because they were so cute. Isn't that adorable? I mean, I didn't know there was so much to love about pumpkins, but now I do.
Yeah. This movie proves that, and it really was. And the set deck teams did such a good job. Like I you're going to run out. How can you fill and they filled it with everything pumpkin you could possibly imagine. And we didn't have to. You just walk in and you're like, yep, it's pumpkin everything. I get it. So it was, it was really cool. And that's so cool that you kept those. I should have got one.
Maybe I'll do a giveaway or some money raising charity thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do something fun for anybody who loves pumpkin everything. You have to watch it first and then we'll go from there. But all of everything about pumpkins, pumpkin seeds, crisping them up and making them delicious are amazing, and pumpkin carving. Those are all things I love about pumpkins.
Yep. Same. The classic carving a pumpkin and then roasting the seeds after. Doesn't get any better than that. Although the other day I just had an amazing pumpkin cookie. Hadn't had those very much in my life, and I highly recommend it if you get the chance. So,
done deal. My husband knows how to bake, so I will get him to do that. In fact, last year he made a gluten-free pie because we were going to a gluten-free Thanksgiving, and it blew my mind. The crust was like a little bit crunchy and flaky. It was absolutely delicious. Just who knew?
You're gonna have to send us the recipe because we've never done a successful gluten-free crust before. So
I will send it to you.
Have him send it, please. Yes,
it was good. Okay, so I think we will end off with a rapid fire game of this or that. Okay,
yes.
It's inspired by pumpkin everything and fall into love, and we'll each answer. So I'll ask, and then you can ask, and we'll switch off. Okay, so we'll start with to sip on a pumpkin spice latte or apple cider.
Apple cider.
I knew you were going to say that, and I am a pumpkin spice latte just because it's so seasonal. It feels special, right? I can have apple cider all year.
My answer? No, just no. I'm not. Stick to it.
This is also me trying to change your mind. No. Okay, right. Go ahead. Next.
Okay, maple glazed or apple cider donut?
Okay, I've never had a apple cider donut. That sounds delicious, but I do have to say that I had my first maple glaze from, is it Tim Hortons?
Yes.
On set of our movie, and it blew my mind. It was unreal. It was so good. So I'm going to have to definitely go with maple glaze.
Same answer, maple glaze. Good old
Canadian boy.
Boy, you got to support Timmy's.
That's right. Okay, caramel apples or apple pie?
Can I say both? No, apple pie. Going with apple pie.
Apple pie. Yeah, me too. I went with that as well. My mother-in-law actually makes apple pie out of red hot, or she puts red hots in the recipe. It is a game changer. Has elevated everything in life. It is wonderful. Just so you know, I have 2 recipes to send to people now. Okay, your turn.
Vampires or werewolves?
Oh, I'm answering first. Yes, it's got to be vampires because she wrote books. Her books were based on Vampire Rising. I was also in the original, so vampires have my heart.
Oh yeah, gotta go with vampires. Okay, just different. Going with werewolves. Why not?
Oh,
Going with it. Yeah. No real reason. I liked Wolverine, the character, so okay, I'll go with the werewolf theme.
got it. I mean, get to be out in the daylight, so that's fun, and then you get to go crazy one night. So there's perks to both, but
Yeah.
Okay, so listen to music on vinyl records or on the radio.
Oh man. Okay. In real life, I listen on the radio more, but I wish I could listen to vinyl more. I got to get an old.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, how busy is my day? How many hours do I have? Because I need to attend to the vinyl. There's nothing like it. It's great, but the ease of the radio has made it too easy.
Exactly. Okay. Pumpkin candle or pumpkin garland?
I've never even seen pumpkin garland, so I'm gonna have to go with pumpkin candle because it fills the space, it makes me hungry, makes me want to eat yummy things. So
Same. You can't, I don't know. Pumpkin garland is beautiful, but I'm going with candle. It
yeah.
gets you in the mood.
Nice. Okay. Carve a pumpkin or stuff a scarecrow.
We all know my answer to that one. That is carve a pumpkin because I can't stuff a scarecrow to save my life.
That's right. I also found out that my husband is an incredible pumpkin carver when we first started dating. So now that I have him on my team for life, I say pumpkin carving.
Winning every year.
No question about it. All right. Well, that is it. We talked your ear off, and now I hope you get to enjoy our beautiful movie. Thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait for you to watch the premiere of Pumpkin Everything.
That's right. Tune in on Saturday, October 8th, 8/7 Central, only on the Hallmark Channel.
And tweet along while you watch using the hashtag Pumpkin Everything. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Hope you enjoy the film.
Bye.
Bye.